What is up, awesome people, and welcome to another Wi-Fi battle for tonight. So in this Wi-Fi battle, I'm going up against a good friend of mine, Richard, aka the Titan Atlas from YouTube. So I've been meaning to battle the Titan Atlas for quite some time, and I thought I might just do a muck around battle just before our stream, just to test out my, well, kind of my team. There's one Pokemon there I didn't use in my stream, of course, and that was Combi, for good reasons. But we were talking just before stream, and he mentioned how godly Combi was, so I thought I might bring my Combi along for the lols and just see how well it's going to do. Combi is a very interesting Pokemon, I will leave it at that. It's unique, and it's so fun to use just to troll a lol in any battle. Alright, so my question for today is, what is your favourite 6th gen Pokemon? Everyone should know that my favourite 6th gen Pokemon is of course Go-Goat. Ever since it was released through the Koro magazine, I fell in love with it, and finding out you could ride it, well, kinda ride it. I mean, riding Skiddo in the game was quite fun, but I like Go-Goat. It's just a really cool poke. It's got it's really good in Wi-Fi battles as well. I've yet to use one, surprisingly. I'll probably use it like next week or something. But yeah, it is such an awesome poke. So I'd like to know what you guys' favourite Pokemon is for 6th gen. Anyways, so on towards the battle. Richard is using a Kecleon, a Vanilluxe, Quilladin, Pignite, Stoutland, and Arbok. As for myself, I am using Ponard, and of course Combi, Mismagius, Sork, Flareon, and Tangler. So as I said, this battle was the first time I actually used 5 of these Pokemon, excluding Combi there. As I said, that was for the lols. Kecleon will be, of course, the Proton, Shadow Sneak, Power Up Punch, it'd be Special Defense Wall, it could even be Assault Vested. Vanilluxe, usually I'd say Automize, Special Set of course, could even be Spexed. I have known a few Spexed Vanilluxe to come out. Quilladin, definitely Everlight, bulky, could be running Power Up Punch, that's usually what I run on it. Pignite, there was actually a little joke behind Pignite. There was this news article in Australia where a pig stole 12 beers from some campers and got drunk and beat up a cow. So we're cracking jokes about that, and that's where Pignite was born. So usually Pignite, I usually say Everlight again for this one. It's going to be running like Flame Charge, could be running Flare Blitz as well, Sucker Punch as well for priority, and probably just like a random move for a slot, fourth slot. Stoutland, Banded, Retaliate, and Arbok, Coil Set, Sucker Punch, as Shed Skin for its ability, could even have Earthquake as well. Alright, so without further ado, let's actually get into the battle because I think I've ranted on enough. Okay, so here we go. So as I did say, this was a bit of a muck around battle, and I wasn't going all try hard here. Alright, so we're starting off with an Arbok lead, which is very interesting. I'm going to leave my Ponard here. I honestly did not expect the Arbok lead, but it's still funny as hell here because I do get the Defiant boost, which is going to raise my attack by +2, which is freaking awesome because I don't have to do one more step with this Ponard like I usually do. Arbok goes for the coil there, raising its attack, defense, and accuracy by 1 stage. And I go straight for the Rock Polish here. So usually, if I get a chance, I go Rock Polish and Sword Dance on this thing. But the Defiant has actually stepped out one of those steps, which is awesome. So I go straight for the knockoff there, knock off its Black Sludge, and this thing goes straight for the Earthquake. So most likely it had Rest on the set, which is very common on Arbok since it does have Shed Skin. It does have a chance of waking up after using Rest. So Earthquake brings me down to my stash, goes for the Sucker Punch, which I predicted and thought I could play a few mind games here, go for the Sword Dance and try, as I said, go for a mind game. Unfortunately it did not work. Go for the Sucker Punch and knocks out my Ponard as I go for the, I think I went knock off again just to finish it off, but as I said, it didn't go my way. So I'm just going to go lolsy here and bring in my Combi, go for the Bug Bite just to see how much it does. It actually did more than I thought, but it was funny, and Gunk Shot is of course going to one-shot my Combi, so it was fun while it lasted. Alright, so back to being serious. I'm going to bring back in my Sork here. Of course it's got the Mold Breaker. So he goes for the Sucker Punch here, thinking it's like a Banded or Life Orb or Scarf Sork like you mostly see. In fact, I'm going to use Bulk Up here, predicting the Sucker Punch. and he's going to swap out here because he's not going to let me set up at all. But unfortunately, I do get another, well, fortunately for me, I do get another bulk up here, so I'm at +2 for my attack and defense. So nothing is going to really like a move from Sork at all. So I actually get another bulk off here, thinking predicting the Leech Seed from Kaladin, which it is going to go for the Leech Seed. So it definitely is Everlighted, and like I said, we're going to have moves like Power Up Punch and bulky stuff like that. I'm surprised it actually didn't have Toxic. So I'm going to go for the Earthquake here, just in case it's not an Everlight set, and it could be like a Leech Seed set or something like that. Focus Sash set, sorry. Goes for a Power Up Punch here. It's probably the best that you can do. Gets an attack boost. And well, of course, Leech Seed recovery there. Got to sap a little bit of health from my Sork and recover the Quilladin. Alright, so I go straight for the close combat here. I'm going to see if it's going to kill, and then it completely annihilates his Quilladin. So that's his defensive wall down, which is awesome. So, sweet. Alright, so next up is his Kecleon. So he's going to try and play mind games here with Shadow Sneak. Which, of course, the Protean ability, turning it into a Ghost type, predicting my close combat. So that is going to do very little to my Sork. However, I do predict the Shadow Sneak and go straight for the Earthquake. So Kecleon is mostly a special defense wall, and as I said, it can carry the Assault Vest to raise the special defense even higher. And that goes down easily. So next is this Stoutland. Alright, so I just went for the Endure here because I wanted to, well, I didn't actually want to sweep him. I don't like sweeping friends, so Retaliate is going to take me down to 1 health. I do burn that Retaliate, which is good. I do get the Select Berry, but unfortunately I did bugger up here, and I completely forgot about the Leech Seed. So my Sork does go down because of a stupid mistake on my part. But as I said, I don't like sweeping friends, so I didn't want to be the bad person here. So I'm going to set in my Miss Magmus because I know this thing's banded. It's most common set, or most common item on Stoutland. So he's going to swap out here into his Arbok, which is going to get the Intimidate off, which is not going to really matter because Miss Magmus is a special sweeper. Go straight for the Nasty Plot here, which is probably a bad thing on my part because I did not expect Arbok to come in. I'm going to have to switch out here because I am predicting the Sucker Punch, and I'm going to send in my Tangler here. So Sucker Punch is of course going to fail. Alright, so I'm going to go for a Protect here, just going to scout out what he's going to do. Probably go straight for the Gunk Shot, go for the Poison, which is exactly what he does. So he's going to go for a Coil here, and just raise his attack, defense, and accuracy by +1 again. I think I just go for the Leech Seed here. Now I'll go for straight for the Giga Train, just to take out that Arbok. So you probably expected me to go for a Leech Seed there or something, and went for the Coil. His best bet was to go for the Gunk Shot and just take me out. Alright, so I don't want to stay in for an Ice move from this thing because that will kill me. Go straight into my Flareon here, and it's going to go for the Water Pulse, which is like, oh, that gets Water Pulse. Did not expect that. Since my Flareon is a special defense wall, that's going to take it pretty well, but unfortunately I do get the Confusion Hacks, which is really annoying. So it's going to go for the Water Pulse again, and it's telling me that it is spexed. Well, and again, it probably won't have anything else to hit me, so it could still be up in the air if this thing is spexed or not, and I hit myself again, so that's major balls, because I was going to go for the Lava Plume, and that would have done a lot of damage to this Vanillux, regardless if I had no special attack EVs, and it's going to take me out, so great. Hax loves me, obviously. Alright, so I'm going to go back into my Miss Magmus and see what I can do, because Miss Magmus does have some natural bulk and special defense, so that's great. It's going to, Rich is going to predict the Shadow Ball for me, which I predicted him switching going against Stoutland, so I actually went for Hidden Power Fighting, which is going to be a 2-hit KO against this Stoutland, which is pretty cool. So because of that, he's not really in a position to switch out, because his Vanillux is weak to Hidden Power Fighting, this is weak to Hidden Power Fighting, and I think he had another Pokemon, I'm not too sure. Alright, so his next Pokemon is Pignite. And he didn't really want to switch in this either to Miss Magmus, but I predicted like a Sucker Punch coming from this thing, so I didn't want to stick around and find out. And it does have Sucker Punch, so that was a good prediction on my part. So I goes for the Flame Charge here, and just try and deal some damage to my Tangler and raise its speed, by +1. So this Pig Knight can't really do much to my Tangler without having to go like extreme and waste its health there with Flare Blitz. So it's going to stay in and just try and get a crit on that flame charge. So he's raising his speed, going for the lead sheet here just to recover some health as well. And it gets seeded. Yum 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 yum, yummy health. Right, so residual damage from leech seed there on Pig Knight, recovering there on my Tangler. Alright, so I'm going to withdraw my Tangler here and just go into my Miss Magnius, because I know Miss Magnius can live at least one flame charge from this thing. Alright, so bang! Alright, so it does a decent amount of damage to my Miss Magnius, raises its speed, leech seed damage there, and more health there. Alright, so I'm going to just recover my Miss Magnius, bring it back up to the green, goes for another flame charge, so I should just be able to take this, which I do, which is awesome. Another speed boost there on that Pig Knight, goes straight for the Shadow Ball here. Hopefully I get, like, just deal a lot of damage, and unfortunately I do miss out on the kill there with Miss Magnius, but that's alright. I should be able to just take it out with the Leech Seed, which I do, so I get a little bit of recovery there. Pig Knight does go down, and hopefully I can hit whatever comes in next with a nasty Shadow Ball and just deal a lot of damage there before I go down. Alright, so this Vanillux comes in again. I'm just going for hidden power fighting there. This thing does carry quite a lot of special defense, and unfortunately I do about 3/4 damage. I don't take it out, and this thing takes me out with Frost Breath. So, yummy. So down goes my Miss Magnius. That's alright, it did a great job in this battle. I have to send in this thing now, so I think Tangler is my last Pokemon. So here it goes for Frost Breath, misses, and I go for the Giga Drain. I just miss out on the kill, so, and it misses again, so bad luck on his part. I think if Frost Breath actually hit me, that probably would have taken me out, and probably not in one shot, but it would have come close. But GG Richard, that was really fun. As I said, it probably would have been a Sork Sweep if I wanted to be that player, but I didn't really want to, so it was a really cool battle because I got to try all my Pokemon, and it was quite a fun battle as well. But Richard, I must say, you missed twice with Frost Breath in that battle. You missed twice with Frost Breath in the stream as well when we did our multi-battle. I think that's telling you something. Don't use Frost Breath ever again, because you and Frost Breath just aren't meant for each other by the looks of it. God. Ice Beam, well, Ice Beam would have one-shotted me actually, so I think he has swapped his Vanillux Frost Breath for Ice Beam, and that was spec, so I did find out after battle, and as we saw with the knockoff anyway. But yeah, that's it for this video, and as always, thank you so much for checking out this video, and if you haven't already, make sure to check out my other videos, as well as my last night's upload, which was from the live stream that we did over on Pimp Knight's channel. And with that, this is LadyKrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!